Hello and welcome again to Let's Play Shadows of Om. This is Policy of Madness. We're here in front of the Lobster Gate in the City of Caverns. We're about to talk to the prince down here.
Nothing to it.
Look, show! Vita! Mortis! Cario!
Despite our... Despite our little, we have a... Rebel's orb here. But despite our possession of this, the rebels don't seem to want to deal with this. So.
Vita! Mortis! Cario! Vita! Mortis! Cario!
Oops. Alright. Last time I also talked a little bit about, I don't know if I named it, it's called a tone argument. So this is actually what we needed the shark's tooth for. It's not clear how these guys managed to get through this door without the shark's tooth.
So it seems the surface creatures we have heard so much about have finally come to see us.
So she's not a high priestess, merely a senior priestess. So apparently just any old heart will do. The throne is what's important here. Yeah, we decided to deal with the king.
Incurtus pulcur.
Or rather, I decided to deal with the king.
Meet it.
Pupio vertus light.
Deck'll take him out. Nope. Well, got two of them. Just finger of death.
Vita mortis. Ario. Vita mortis. Ario.
Just need to get rid of these things.
Vita mortis. Ario.
Punch the prince. That's interesting.
Vita mortis. Ario.
$20 damage from this thing. Wow. Okay. So now we're basically done here. Usually I side with the king. Not sure why.
I'm waiting.
They're all evil.
Yes. Tell me all if you say so. Of course.
Uh-oh. That was good timing. The thing that's dangerous about these things here is that this is kind of a nice weapon here. 1d6 plus 3, not that great. Plus 10 piercing damage, that's awesome. But we don't use spears. There's the wave blade. Oops. Alright. Oh, he didn't have any. Manta statues. More than one? Okay. Anyway, let's head back to the king.
I'm waiting. Yes.
Incidentally, if you side with the prince, as I'm sure you know if you've ever played this game, the high priestess, the royal high priestess, she just kind of is instantly killed.
That's what you
It's
want.
unclear what happens to her. Oh, here's the rest of them. Okay. That was probably her right there. Alright, so let's go turn this in.
You are wondrously strange. Well then, here you go, my fortunate favored.
The entrance to the Underdark. That's never very nice of him. He's actually really going out of his way to think of us. Thank you. You speed to being good with Sekola. And I care why. Not sure why you think we care. Alright, so let's check our quest list. We have Watcher's Keep. And that's it. So this is what he gave us that's important that we wouldn't have been able to get otherwise. This is kind of the only thing that a monk can use. Who's going to attack with your fists? You know, nobody except a monk. Rod of Lordly Might is obtainable from the treasury if you side with the prince. You get a key off of the king's body and you can open the door here.
Tell me all about it.
He told us that we were going to get like lots of magical items, but you know, we just got like 2 things. That's okay. Now we head to the Underdark.
Things go well on the surface. The temple of their false god has been defiled.
I am pleased. My revenge will soon come.
We did not act for your benefit, Irenicus, though you did offer some interesting opportunities.
Yes, Matron Mother. Excuse my careless words.
Our first prisoners arrive, Matron Mother.
These two rank high among the surface scum, Matron. What is to be their fate?
Their presence sickens me. Kill them.
Perhaps it would be better to interrogate them first.
Journalist, what are you doing with these monsters? You are one of...
An odd way to question, Irenicus. Did you not like his tone?
I reconsidered, Matron. Your command was the wiser.
Alrighty then.
The great depths of the Underdark stretch before you, and as you adjust to the dim light, the reality of where you are begins to sink in. It is a realm of countless legends, where evil lurks behind each shadow. And though you have traveled far in pursuit of Irenicus, never have you felt so isolated. As black as your situation may have seemed, it somehow grows darker still.
See, now we actually have a reason to be following Irenicus. We really didn't before. You know, previously we only had to care about this if we cared about Imoen, or if we cared about this story that Irenicus has some kind of super special ability to unlock some kind of power that we allegedly want. Uh-oh.
I'm waiting.
Alright. These, Kuatoa, see invisible, just in case you didn't notice that. I think these are all paralytic bolts.
I'm waiting.
They see invisible, and that's annoying.
Yes. What would you like?
Tone argument is typically only deployed against people who are not members of the more privileged classes. The neck biter and the mage. So his prices are high, although he sells the sling for 1 gold. Especially his freedom spell. He has other spells, though, that he won't reveal to us until he sees us as drow. I turned off the option to have the drow avatar overriding my avatar. So we're not going to have to put up with that shit.
I'm waiting.
Don't need the XP, obviously, but we need these things gone. See him? Uh-oh. Where's the drow? Okay.
Of course. Yes. Tell me all about it.
Some people will hear me say something like that. You know, here are these guys. And they are surpassingly rude.
Yes.
But nobody calls them on it. And the ones who are subject to the tone argument are the ones who are not the, uh-oh.
Tell me all about it. Is that all?
Who are not members of that privileged group. And they'll think that I am,
Vita Mortis.
oh, dissing the dudes. Remember what I said previously about privilege. It's, not special, consideration, it's just ordinary consideration. The earth elementals actually hit pretty hard.
Vita Mortis.
privilege is not special consideration, it's just ordinary consideration. I mean, everybody ought to be able to be taken seriously. The reason a tone argument is invalid is because it's basically an ad hominem.
Prevail. I shall prevail. I shall prevail. I shall prevail. I shall prevail.
The tone argument says that I'm not going to listen to you because you were insufficiently polite. That's just an ad hominem. So the fact that these dudes were heard is not a problem. The problem is that the women who were calling them out for being, you know, dicks, were not heard. An obvious threat.
Yes.
I shall prevail.
Wonder if death will work on them. Probably not.
I shall prevail.
Oh, it did. That's cool.
I shall prevail. I shall prevail. I shall prevail.
Virtus, Virtus,
I shall prevail. Shall prevail. I shall prevail.
Kind of amazing how many of these things are less than 8 hit dice. Okay. Oops, don't want to go in there yet. The problem is not that the dudes were heard, it was that the ladies were not heard. There are a lot of people who hear me say something like this and think that I'm attacking the dudes. I'm really not. Because the fact is that people don't put themselves into these kinds of situations. The guys don't, as a rule, you know, not invariably, but usually, typically, do not put themselves into the situation where they are ranked above women. They just kind of find themselves there. And so we wind up with a lot of people, guys, Where's the way up? Is it this way? Must be this way. Ah, here we go.
I'm waiting.
I shall prevail.
Okay. It's not how I intended this to work out.
Tell me all about it.
I shall prevail.
Alright.
Whatever you
I think they actually don't carry anything. Yeah. Alright. Can't go down there yet. Because there's an impenetrable darkness. I'm not really sure what that means. The way this works is that society, the expectations, and by society I mean the expectations of the people who are in society, of the people who live in society, creates a
I'm waiting. Just ask.
hierarchical structure of this type. And the hierarchy says that someone has to be on top and someone has to be on the bottom.
Yes.
As they say.
Tell me all about it.
Society also says that if you are white, you'll be ranked above people who are black, and if you are male, you'll be ranked above people who are female. And white men don't put themselves into this. White men don't
Nothing to it.
set out to become the dominant group. Yeah, in general. Some white men do. I think there's actually nothing in any of these. At least nothing I want.
Ah, travelers to our fair city. That would be rare enough, but you are surfacers by the look of you.
Backtunnel weaklings who need my help. What a surprise. I tap rock that you will. He's basically speaking in American vernacular English. You know, except that we have to throw these things into the mix to show that he's actually not an American human. This is very Tolkienish. How does that work? Okay. I ain't gonna do that till we rest. You know, there are some guys who will, you know, they're like racists, for example, who will do this on purpose.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing here that we need, I think. Yep.
Yes.
Quiet of soft beds. Royal accommodations. Alright. The problem comes when people who are not members of a privileged group are denied
Yes.
the usual courtesies, such as being taken seriously, having your concerns taken seriously.
Credo. Oculos.
Don't think this will help.
Incurtus. Pulcr. Imperium.
But we'll put it up anyway.
Incurtus. Pulcr. Imperium. Vita.
Magic resistance. Let's take care of that.
Manus potentes ha. Manus potentes ha. Manus potentes ha. Vita.
Alright. Okay. you know, by no means am I trying to say that this guy who jumped into the conversation purposefully...
You are welcome back. We had worried for your safety as though one of our own were in danger.
And that... why should I care? So he gives us the light gem. He gives us this mace, which is kind of shitty. Plus 2 extra damage to humanoid creatures. Okay. Guess it's fine. Could definitely do better. My magical sword go away?
Tell me all about it.
We'll wait for it to expire. But these guys did expect that they would be heard. And then the 2 people that I'm specifically thinking about, they were not the ones saying that the women who jumped into this conversation needed to shut the hell up. You know, they weren't saying that. But they did expect that they would be heard. And, okay, unsummoned. That's good. And some of the bystanders, onlookers,
if you say so,
did have the expectation that the women would be quiet, respectful, and were quite offended when they weren't. We're going to take care of the mage here. We're not going to go see Adelon yet. We'll deal with the mage first. How many spells do we have? Lots. Alright. So we cast Freedom. We don't have to cast it within sight of him. We just cast it somewhere in the area.
Manus potentes pa!
And he is freed.
Ah, thank you for releasing me. I was sure my destiny was to end imprisoned here forever. I've never been more glad to be wrong.
I am 100% sure this is the same guy who did Maybar. Alright.
Yes.
He'd have a lot of trouble doing this if those elementals were still cropping up. You gotta take care of the elementals first, or else he'll try to battle them himself, and he won't even try to use spells. He'll just try to smack them with a stick. Actually, I think we'll be kind of calling it a day as soon as they pick up his book. Don't remember which of them has it. I think it's the innkeeper.
Of course.
Yes.
It is of little use to any other person. Alright. The Earth Elemental Portal was this one?
Tell me all about it.
So we'll go back there and then we'll call it a day. The structures of power, I mean, one of the most important things to remember about it is that people don't take power, you know, always. It's just because somebody has power doesn't mean they took it for themselves or even necessarily that they want it. A lot of people find themselves in a position of privilege without any doing of their own, you know, through no action of their own. So next time we'll be going into the Earth Elemental Portal. Well, we won't be. We'll be killing an Earth Elemental that will come out of the portal. We'll have to protect Vithal. And then he'll go in there and he'll collect some of his stuff. And then we'll go talk to Adelon and enter Usnatha. So join me then. Later.